Have you ever had your players waiting for a whole week to face off against the final boss of the campaign, eager to pierce their righteous swords into his cold, unfeeling heart? Then, right at the climax of the final battle, you discovered that your boss monster is having difficulty performing? Is your boss a floppy one-rounder? Fear not, my friends, all you need to do is to remember your legendary action and lair action. I have talked about using legendary and lair action in my How to DM video series. What I'm about to show you is an excerpt of that video. Some of you have asked me to separate it into its own video, like this, because you just want a quick answer. So here you go. Some boss monsters, like dragons and liches, have legendary action. This allows them to act out of turn and help to balance them against players who usually outnumber them. A lot of new dungeon masters have difficulty understanding how this action works. The conflicting Sage Advice response and the monster manual errata only makes it more difficult to understand. But since the errata comes after the Sage Advice, I think it takes precedence. So I'm going to use graphics to show you how it works according to the updated rules. Okay, roll initiative everyone. This is the order that we get. 3 characters get to move before the Lich does. The Lich can take 3 legendary actions per round and has 4 options. The way legendary action works is that the Lich can use a legendary action option after a creature has ended its turn. For example, Winnie the Rogue has ended her turn after moving and attacking. So the Lich can use a legendary action to cast a cantrip immediately at the end of her turn. He casts the Ray of Frost cantrip to attack Grant the Cleric. Now, Sario the Fighter moves. At the end of his turn, the Lich has the option to not use his legendary action. He is saving it for Grant when he approaches. As predicted, Grant charges at the Lich and attacks him. At the end of his turn, the Lich uses his legendary action to attack Grant with Paralyzing Touch. The Paralyzing Touch option costs 2 legendary action, so he is out of legendary action for now. But his turn comes immediately after this, so at the start of his turn, he replenishes his legendary action use and can take his turn regularly. With his action, he casts Blight. He can't use legendary action at the end of his own turn, but can use them again at the end of Leroline's turn. Then, the second round starts. Rinse and repeat. That's it. Simple, right? Here are a few more important details you need to know about legendary action. If the Lich is surprised, he can't make any legendary action until the end of his turn when he recovers from his surprise. If some effect or spell incapacitates him, or prevent him from taking any action, then he can't take any legendary action until he recovers from it. Lair action is another type of action boss monsters can take, but it works differently. It can only be taken when the monster is in its lair, where it is the most dangerous. It is taken at losing initiative 20. It means that if there are other creatures or players with 20 initiative points, the lair action can only be taken after those creatures have taken their turn. Only one lair action option can be taken, and usually the same option cannot be taken twice in a row. Like legendary action, lair action can't be taken if the creature is surprised, or if some effect or spells incapacitates the creature or prevent him from taking any action. Okay, hope that was helpful for you. Feel free to subscribe for more related contents. CJ, over and out.